Hello, YouTube world. My name is Jason Tyler. I am the manager and music director of the Deja Groove Band, and I run a studio called Grooveology Studios. So, I had a workshop with a church working with their music department and had a great session, had it all recorded. So, I was in here doing some post mixing and editing and things of that nature and fumbled um messing around with the wing on the console side of things, messing with the toggle wheel, and hit record on accident. So it recorded like 30 seconds. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Stopped it. I thought I was changing. Um, thought I was changing to the next marker. So the next marker is on the bottom row of the wing, and record is on top. So I thought I was hitting just the next mark, hit record. I was like, all right, no big deal. So I'll go in and I just delete that session. So in my mind, the most recent session or the session at the top of the card when I went to look at the SD card, I assumed that should have been my the session that I just did for like the 30 seconds. Wrong. So I go delete and I instantly knew something was wrong. I was like, why is it taking so long to delete like 30 seconds? Sure enough, scrambling, went back looking on the card. I'm like, no, I just didn't delete the whole session. And I did. So I jumped in the Facebook forum, like, hey, anybody out there in the Behringer Wing forum ever had an issue like this? And they're like, oh, you can just find a program, restore it. And I had never done this before. So I happen to have a partition application that I use to format my SD cards. And I checked to see if they had a recovery aspect to it. It did. So I go through it, it scans the whole thing, and then at the last minute it says you need to upgrade to really activate this feature. I was like, man, all right. So I did it. I paid the price, upgraded, and then had to do the whole scan all over again. And lo and behold, it worked. And so this was a situation I was very panicked about. So I decided to make a video and just demonstrate my process of what I did to actually get the files to work. First time I tried it, I did a scan and just restored the file straight to the SD card and tried to put on the wing. Did not work. So it caused me to panic again. But then, because I got a cybersecurity and IT background, I said, let me start to look at the file structure of a session that's good. And I noticed a few things. And so I've documented the process and I just want to share it with you guys and gals out there who are in the audio engineering world that are using the Behringer Wing. And here we go. All right. We're going to use this program called Partition Assistant. I am not sponsored. It's just a program I've been using for years. Figured out I needed to upgrade to do the data recovery. So I'm going to go to recover, click on that, then recover data. We've had to load up my SD card is on the M drive here. Going to select the M drive, start scan. This has been sped up and edited. This took like an hour on one of my older PCs, but as you can see, it's scanning for the files just to see if they're there. Just sped things along, waiting for it to do its thing. Yeah. Again, this is an old PC, but this process took a while. This is for editing purposes. All right, the scan is complete. Now I'm going to click, it found 30 files here, which is I'm static about. So I'm going to click recover. And now I got to pick the file location of where I want to put the recovered files. So I'm looking for a place. This is actually on I'm going to create a folder here. Just call it card 2 because that's what this is coming out of the Behringer Wing, just for demonstration purposes. And so now it's recovering the selected files. Again, this took about 30 to 40 minutes. And so this has been edited down to, so we're not just sitting here watching the screen like this. So just give you a few seconds at the beginning, and then there we go. It's moving right along. 26, 27. Once we get a 30, I'll be a happy person. So this is way longer than it needs to be. All right, you want to click OK. It successfully recovered 30 files. That's great. Now we have to verify our files. Go to the location. I'll get there eventually. Covered files. Card 2. And that's the folders. There they are. Deleted files. Look at there, X Live. Woo. Oh, well, now, if you notice that things look a little different, there's a dash. That's how the program recovered the files. So now we got to go through and do some editing here on these files for the Wing to acknowledge them. I tested this with the files in this manner, and the Wing could not see these files at all. So I have a cybersecurity background, so I started tinkering with the file structures to make them look like an existing file that I have, just to be consistent. And I just happen to be right. So that's one of the main reasons that I'm making this video, is just for anybody else that's having a similar issue. Like, this is really saved my bacon. I know that's corny, y'all. But yeah, I'm going through the process of renaming these files. And as you can see, it's a pretty big session here. Going to speed up the editing here shortly, just for time's sake. So I know out here in YouTube land, nobody wants to be sitting and waiting all this time. There we are. Very important about the bin file too. Very important to make sure that along with the other files that you're renaming, that you make that bin file look like this. The Wing will acknowledge the files. So now I'm just, and also I renamed the folder structure here too. Put a 5 there, just to give it a name that's unique. I don't have any behind the scenes knowledge of why or what the bin is looking at. But going through a little small file. This is the file actually that caused this whole problem. I thought I was deleting just this file and made the mistake and deleted the wrong session. But everything happens for a reason, right? So I'm able to share my experiences here with you guys. All right, so I'm verifying, same thing. Going to verify the folder name. All right. Now that the folder structure seems to be back, so now I'm going to copy these files from the restored folder and actually put them on the actual SD card that will go back in the Wing, which is the M drive inside the directory. And just paste. And for sake of time, this has been edited down too. These are significant files. This session was like 6 hours total. So these are big file. So with a little editing magic, cut that down. And now I have sound files recovered from my SD card that were deleted. I'm verifying them on the X Live card itself. And this was a success. So I just wanted to share my experiences. Guys, if you got any comments, or gals, if you got any comments, have any questions on this process, please leave a comment and I'll be sure to answer as soon as I can.